Yo, what in the world is going on with Dogecoin? It is currently taking a massive hit right now, and even Doge Day the other day seems like the hype faded away and we did not see much go on. But let's just take a look at the overall market, and currently Doge is still up in the top 10. We are at rank number 7 today at 30 cents, and we are currently at the market cap at $38 billion. So Doge seems to be still holding fairly steady in the multi billions of market cap. And we'll go deep dive into some updates and just general thoughts on what I think is going on with Dogecoin. But just remember, this video is for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. Be sure to do research before making any investments. But looking at the overall market, right? So Bitcoin, we're at 56K. It did lose a few thousand in the past week, but so far we're still holding fairly steady. ETH seems to be following its own path now. It's not taking as much of a dip like it used to whenever Bitcoin were to drop. So ETH's actually quite up right now, 2.4K, and then Binance and everything else is here. But let's focus on Doge right now. Let's see what in the world's going on with that. So obviously, if you guys have been following, yesterday 420 supposedly was this massive event that people, I'm assuming some random person with influence or maybe not influence, whatever happened, someone started to where 420 is apparently the day for Doge. Well, seems like that didn't end out so well. So let's actually hop over to the chart, guys. And right now, seeing looking at Doge on the 1 hour, I'm using the US dollar pair and Bittrex. The current price is below the 50 MA right now. So pretty much after our previous highs, we tried to break out of the resistance. We could not break out of this 44-cent price point. Sold off. And again, this was the first time we saw these crazy numbers. So obviously people are going to take profits. And then we started trending upwards again. Couldn't break it. We reached this point at almost basically 43, basically almost 44 cents, and then sold back off, couldn't get through, and then next thing you know it, Doge Day seems like the hype or whatever somebody was predicting for that day was going to happen. Seems like people bought the rumor and sold the news. Basically, the quote I said in my other videos where they say buy the rumor, sell the news. So in this process, they bought the rumor, they sold the news. Now we can see we broke below the 50 MA, and now we're currently trending at this price point at 30 cents. So at least short term right now, I'd say it's not the best looking thing for Doge. So we'd like to see this stay around these areas, but if we were to break back out above the 50 MA and start trending upwards, then that'd be a much better sign for Doge. But currently right now, at least what I'm looking at, we can see some red candlesticks forming. So we'll just hold off. I'm not gonna look too much at the chart because obviously this is a new thing. This is Dogecoin reaching high points that even at the current price today is absolutely insane compared to the points where it was literally just a few months ago. So obviously if people got it at this high point, this peak, yeah, they're not looking too good. But for the people who literally, they just YOLO'd in or they just bought in, you know, way before they didn't even care, they just like, oh, I like Doge. Well, you're up significantly high regardless of that current price right now. So I think it's just on perspective and depending on the time frame you got into this. But let me just share with you guys some new updates on Doge that I figured would be interesting to share, and then just some general thoughts. So first off, I made this before, but Webull actually, they can see you gotta have the little Dogecoin right here, and Webull obviously is a super popular exchange that you can trade stocks and cryptos on your phone. So I know Robinhood, to my knowledge, has trading on there, but for at least Webull, they just announced this. They said it was like their beta testing a couple days back, but it seems like they're now starting to, they posted on the actual app stating like everything's confirmed. So in case you guys haven't or don't know where to access it with ease, literally if you guys want to, I'll put a link down below. And basically, if it's first time on Webull, all you need to do is click the first link in the description below, and you guys can sign up and get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 as long as you deposit a minimum of $100 or more. And once you're in there, basically you are able to access Dogecoin as well, and then obviously the stock market and things of that nature. So if you haven't already, feel free to click the link below to get access to that. But here, let's just read some interesting articles. Now, this one, obviously, this is from a very well-known big player in the space, and I will just go to those articles, see what their thoughts are. So they say Dogecoin boom is a retail phenomenon driven by Powell giving money to everybody. And Novogratz says this. So let's take a look at this. Now, if you guys followed stocks at all, or you even heard about GameStop AMC, then it feels almost kind of the same, except just for the crypto space. Except their differences with GameStop and AMC is that they're like legitimate companies with legitimate use cases in terms of their business. Dogecoin, on the other hand, there's really, I mean, his article even states, and we'll get into that in a second, but it's basically it was created as like a meme, like as a joke. So I think the evaluation of it is absolutely astronomical. But at the end of the day, we're in a new space where people don't even think about the fundamentals or like the businesses. They just literally see the price and they say, hey, it's going to go here. And next thing you know it, everybody starts talking about it. And then the articles, whatever, the news starts talking about it too. And then everybody is literally mentioning these coins or stocks. Now, right now, we can see it's been up quite a bit. And it was one point at 50 bill market cap. And obviously, we can see we had some big boy investors, some big names that were mentioning Dogecoin as well. So we got Mark Cuban, we got Guy Fieri, we got Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Obviously, everybody probably seen Elon Musk tweeting. And then also Mike Novogratz, the CEO of Galaxy Digital. He told Yahoo Finance that people have to be very careful with Dogecoin. And yeah, I mean, I'd say people who've been in the space, they can clearly see it's obvious. But there's a lot of people that are just brand new that see the hype, they FOMO in, they think emotionally, and then they lose everything because they just thought that they didn't realize like what was going on. So pretty much this is what he's stating. He's saying that Federal Reserve, I mean, if you're the U.S., I can't comment if you're outside, but pretty much they're giving everybody money, stimulus checks, right? So pretty much what ends up happening is they think they have all this free money that they can just, put wherever. And some put it to good use, some just, throw it away, whatever. But basically he's saying it's like GameStop, where they tap into these meme coin stocks, whatever it is. Typically newer investors, or you can say just retail people, and they think of it as a fun game. Next thing you know, it builds on, and then they want to go after the shorts. Now, the difference I'd say is with Dogecoin is there's not really any substance that's supporting it, right? It's literally just retail. So, and also too, I made in my previous video how like almost I'd say majority of Doge is owned by a small set of people, right? Like they stated one address, I believe, was around like 27% or closer to like the 26-27% of all Doge was in one address, apparently, to my knowledge. Now people can fact check that down below, but I saw that off of a tweet there. And then the rest of Doge was held by like 20 different addresses, right? So that could be exchanges, could be some whales, but in reality, it's like those addresses technically they control Doge and the price movement, right? Us buying in a couple K whatever isn't gonna do anything. Even if a few mils not gonna touch it when there's literally people who have billions of dollars in Dogecoin. So here they stated like there's no institutions coming in. There's no strategic buyers. There's nobody working on how to make Doge part of your portfolio. So that's something I'd say people should consider. Now, obviously, this is the crypto space. Something crazy could happen, and next thing you know it, Doge is back up again. Which, yeah, that's seen that a lot of times. But at least today, right now, looking at the logical viewpoint was originally started as a joke. People are just buying in, and the market cap is it's literally worth more than I showed 10 different companies the other night that are actually legitimate businesses that do multiple millions of dollars in revenue. Yeah, Doge has technically surpassed them at one point. So I think in terms of the space and what it's doing, I think it's really interesting because it's putting a lot more people on the investing side, but it's also making a lot of people risk a lot of money. So definitely it's interesting to see what's going on. And maybe we can see Doge hit $1 in the future. I mean, this is literally the crypto space. Anything can happen. But if it were to continue tanking back down, I honestly wouldn't be surprised. So, again, only time will tell. We'll have to wait and see. But do your research. Make sure you understand what's going on. Because this stuff's super risky. And it all could go back to zero and you could lose everything. So, definitely keep that in mind. But aside from that, be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Smash the like button for Doge. And again, if you guys want to get your 2 free stocks and also access Dogecoin, click the link down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.